What is going on? Welcome back to Fanatic Journey. So today I want to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, talking what's really suppressing Lucid today, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So currently it is down 7.7%. We're just about to head into power hour. A ton of volume, so 37.38 million shares have been traded. 28.7 is the average. These are some of the transactions that have occurred on the secondary market. So big money is buying the dip, and there was some pretty large ones as well. And over and above that, even myself, I did buy in about 4,500 shares, brand new position in my Wealthsimple account. So I got in at $4.15. Pretty happy with that. Based on the technicals, once I go over that, it might not be the bottom exactly, but I think bigger picture, it's kind of a good price in my opinion. But there's a couple of things that is really suppressing Lucid today. One of which is dreaded CPI. So CPI on a year over year did come in line with the forecast of 3.1, but the month over month, that was a little bit higher than what the forecast was. So forecast was 0%, came in at 0.1%. And of course, it's one thing just looking at this data, but you really have to look at what the true data behind the scenes is saying. And looking at the energy component, it did go down 2.3%, meaning the other basket items did go up quite considerably. So once again, this isn't necessarily the best sign. So this is what is prompting a lot of the growth stocks to really be suppressed today. So once again, there's that. In addition to the market trying to really digest 𝗖𝗓𝗧𝗛's immediate departure. And I did a video yesterday saying that it's bad, but I kind of agree with some of the comments that have been coming out that it's not necessarily all that bad. But ultimately, I think in my video, I was trying to give justification to shelter Peter, because Peter, like I said, he seems like a nice guy and all that, but he isn't CEO material. Sherry, in combination with Peter, kind of gave him somewhat of a CEO status, only because she did protect him several times, well, pretty much every single time during every single earnings. But with her departure, I feel like a lot of people are going to see Peter for the true, I don't want to say incompetent person that he is, but he's definitely not CEO. Whether he moves down to a tech role or I don't know, something like that. But I think with this recent announcement of 𝗖𝗓𝗧𝗛 leaving, I think it's just a matter of time before Peter does leave. So I don't know how the market's going to react to that. I feel like a lot of investors might really like that. At the same time, a lot of people are saying that essentially with Peter maybe wanting to leave or something else, like it might be advantageous for the PIF to come back in, and that rumor might kind of start up again about them taking Lucid private. So who knows? Like I've already done videos in the past, there's good arguments to be had on both different ways, whether it be yes, privatization, or no. So once again, make sure you guys do your own due diligence, because as well, I am not a financial advisor. So that's kind of what is causing Lucid a lot of volatility today. But looking at some of the data points, starting off with options, $899,000 in calls being purchased versus 1.79 million in puts. Based on this, people are anticipating for it to continue to trend down. And that's more so to do with the technicals. I'll break that down for you in a second. Looking at some of the call options, this shows all the strike prices, expiry dates. Based on this information, it is anticipated for it to close above 450. So once again, that could happen. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Looking at puts though, it is anticipated for it to continue to break down below $4. So once again, just be aware of that. But no matter what, when it comes down to options activity, is just merely a sentiment. It does not move the stock price. But shorts, this is a very interesting thing. So shorts right now are increasing 2.02 million shares. 28.25% of the free float's being shorted, which works out to be 250.11 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost of borrow average had that nice spike up, so it's up considerably based on, or I guess compared to yesterday. So 18.34%, and through Interactive Broker short availability, it does indicate that there's only 8,000 shares available to be shorted. So shorts don't really have that much ammunition. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. But the fact that they are increasing on a very red day shows that they feel that it's kind of justified. So once again, just be aware of that. But when it comes down to the technicals, I'll break that down for you. So right now it is at $4.25. So it is between this P and this R1. It did break this P just briefly, so it had a low of $4.09. And once I go over the Elliott wave, that one will make a little bit more sense to 409. But 423 is going to be be that next strong support. It's kind of flirting with it right now, so we'll just have to wait and see where it does land. But if it does and is able to close between this P and this R1, then I feel like that is going to be a fairly good thing for tomorrow going forward. Tomorrow, of course, there's a lot of other data points coming out that could cause a lot of volatility, but 423 is going to be that next strong support, and 470 is going to be the next strong resistance. So yeah, a lot of different interesting things happening all at once. When it comes down to the momentum indicator, shows number of retail investors are getting out. Clearly, they do not like the recent news that's been coming out about Lucid. And then looking at stochastic, you do see starting today a deviation, so red line above the black, showing a bearish sentiment, and it is at 76. So it is considered kind of overbought. So I feel like today as well was more of a technical sell-off. So all of that kind of worked in against Lucid, unfortunately. And like I mentioned, a lot of people really do like to look at the Elliott wave just for kind of future predictions. So they do have the pivot point at $4.08. So this is where the low of 409 came into play. So 408 is a very strong support given the Elliott wave technicals, but assuming it can stay above this 408, it is predicted to go somewhere between the 563 and 593 in the short term. So that means within the next couple months. Kind of seems a little bit far-fetched if you ask me, but then again, like I said, some people do really like the Elliott wave and rely completely on that. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. And while I am on here, one additional thing I just wanted to share with you is right here. So the actual latest Morningstar report, which just came out, does show the fair market value for Lucid being $7.36. So once again, let me know your thoughts on that. And if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information, such as Morningstar reports, analyst ratings, analyst forecasts for upcoming earnings, and whatever else, take a look at Interactive Brokers for all of this information to be completely free. So link in the description below and also the comments. So like I said, just to give you a quick summary, so like I said, the options activity is a little bit more bearish, as is shorts, but on a side note, shorts are kind of running out of ammunition, and the technicals so far are holding fairly well. So kind of mixed results based on today. Give yourself a shout out in the comments if you've been buying, if you've been selling, or if you've been doing options. Let me know your thoughts. And one final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo. It's only up until December the 31st. Sign up for an account with Moomoo, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is an amazing deal. Link in the description below and also comment. With all that said, I appreciate all of you watching.